Okay. Oh man. To be honest, guys, this is part 2. Okay. Let's finish the previous episode. I'm going to do this quickly. So, what is experiencing existence? You know what I wish, before I'm going to try to make it happen. But before I, renounce the talks for some time, I thought it'd be interesting if I gave a talk with a crowd, with an audience that could help build the talk, so it would be a co-created talk. I think this sentence, what is experiencing existence, is one of those questions that has touched upon perhaps the most important factor of reality. I think about the energy it takes. The energy it takes to, let's say, walk somewhere compared to the energy of imagining somewhere. The thing about imagination is hilarious. A person can visualize doing backflips in their mind, eyes closed, and then realize they didn't get tired at all. Like, you imagine somebody does 10 backflips in their mind, and then somebody does 10 backflips in front, like with their body, right? So the inner realms, it takes, I think, very tiny, like a fraction of the energy to be an entity. A creature of attention appears way more limitless. So what that means is we appear as way more limitless beings behind our eyes than in front of our eyes. What I was trying to explain in part 1, but I got cut off, was simply this idea that when we look at the sentence, what is experiencing existence, strangely, the what is dependent on how the existence is experienced. So what that means is, what this means, very, very important idea here. You know, I hope my solar crew finds me for this episode. This is so here's what I'm saying, okay? I'm saying just observation. Strangely, the what is dependent on how the existence is experienced. So we need existence before we can know the what. So we need existence before we can know the what, and we need to know what experience is. We need experience before we can have existence. So what's going on is that even though our species is, even though we're trying to solve an existential problem, like just this question, what is experiencing existence? We're like, okay, but we need the existence, and then we need the experience, and then the experiencer can question what it is, right? What does this imply? This implies that when we go to answer the question, what is experiencing existence, We realize that we can't know the what without the existence, and we can't know the existence without the experience. So it's a round circle, the starting point. That means imagine somebody was like, yo, where is the secret of life? And somebody was like, yo, did you say where? And the person's like, yeah, where is it? Where is the secret of life? And then this wise sage appeared out of nowhere and said, right where it began, right behind where it began. That means imagine your birth was hiding something from you, was hiding you. It is very strange. I've reached a certain point as a human being where, for me, you know, there was a point where I thought like, yo, am I going to be plunged into madness? You know, is it going to be one of those situations where I've just tried to solve the ultimate question, tried to solve the ultimate problem, which is like, what is going on here? What is this? And you know what I realized? Because I have an ability to turn myself into a geometrical being in my inner realms, nothing can overwhelm me too much. If something catches me off guard, sure. But what I'm saying is, fears fears Sorry about that, guys. To continue, Okay. So this is another way of saying so we need the existence before we can know the what, and we need experience before we can have existence. So we have an unknown self. It appears in an unknown world. The unknown self notices the unknown world, notices it is noticing the unknown world. So we can kind of say unconsciousness equals noticing the world. Consciousness equals noticing, you are noticing the world. Or here, just to make this like better. So an unknown self appears in an unknown world.